Hey guys, what's up? Warpigmtg here, and this week I decided to go to my first Star City Games Invitational Qualifier, and I managed to top 8 it, and it went pretty well. I didn't get in the top 2 places, but I was able to finish 3rd out of 22 people who showed up. So basically, I was running mono black zombies with a little bit of red thrown in there, but the red is only for Phyrexian mana and flashback. So first round I went against a mono red deck and we went to 3rd game, and I actually lost that. And then second round I went against blue black control, and my friend plays blue black control, and I have a lot of experience with that. So first round, I just beat him up with a bunch of turn 1 and 2 zombies, and he didn't have a lot to deal with that. And then second round, he completely destroyed my deck with Curse of Death's Hold. If you guys play zombies, you know that Curse of Death's Hold really just destroys mono black zombies because you have nothing to deal with that curse, and everything is basically 1 toughness. And then third round, I was able to just get a lot of zombies out there, and he didn't have enough in his hand to deal with it, and I was able to top deck a messenger into victory. Third round I went against Unburial Rites. It was running 4 colors without blue, and we went to 3rd game, and I was able to win that. 4th round I went against red green aggro, and I feel like that's a really good matchup with me, so I was able to just get into 3rd game and pick up the win there. In 5th round, I went against Esper Planeswalkers, and this is something that I tried to metagame by throwing 3 Hex Parasites into my sideboard for, and they did come into play the 2nd game. In the 2nd game, unfortunately, he didn't get any good draws, so I was excited to win that. I actually 2-0'd him, and that was my only 2-0 of the day. And I was really excited, because I absolutely hate Esper Planeswalkers. It's just, I feel like it is a, I don't know, cheap matchup. Basically has no creatures outside of Snapcaster and just a bunch of expensive mythic rares. And I was very pumped to beat that. So that was able to qualify me into the top 8, and I got this pin, which is just amazing. And into top 8, I go against blue-white control. And first round, I am able to pick up the win. And then second round, the first round I was able to pick up the win with, I got him down to 1 health. And he was able to Phantasmal Image Sun Titan. And I was around at 10 health, so he would have killed me. So he passed his turn after swinging with the first Sun Titan and then Phantasmal Image. No, he had a Sun Titan, he played it. He had Phantasmal Image in his graveyard, and he brought the Phantasmal Image onto the field, copying his Sun Titan. So he was able to kill. He was going to kill me the next turn, and I top decked Geth's Verdict to hit him for that 1 health that he had. So that just picked me up the first game. Second game, I was able to do. I wasn't able to, I don't know, get the draw I wanted, so he just beat me there. And then third game was actually pretty funny. I was able to. I had a Fume Spitter and a Gravecrawler on the field, and he decided to O-ring. Alright, so I had a Porcelain Legionnaire, a Gravecrawler, and a Fume Spitter. The turn earlier, he O-ringed my Porcelain Legionnaire. And then the next turn, he attempted to O-ring my Gravecrawler. In response to him casting the O-ring, I sacrificed the Fume Spitter, killed off my own Gravecrawler, forcing him to target his own O-ring with the O-ring, because he had no other targets. So I was able to bring back a Porcelain Legionnaire for me, and I was able to swing in. And then, I believe he had a 3rd O-ring, and he was gonna O-ring my Porcelain Legionnaire, and it was funny because the judge was there, and I had the ability to kill off my Porcelain Legionnaire, forcing a draw game to go into 4th round and break magic, essentially, because the O-ring would have no other target but his own O-ring, which had an O-ring under it. So it would make an infinite loop of him constantly bringing back O-rings and O-ringing the O-ring. And everyone thought that was hilarious. And the judge asked me if I wanted to do that, if I wanted to kill my Porcelain Legionnaire. I thought about it and I said no, because I thought that would have been funny. I had a pretty good draw, and I was able to actually pick up the third game. So I went into top 4, and top 4 I was against red-green aggro, and red-green aggro, it's usually just a great matchup for me, just red-green anything. I am great against ramp. The zombies matchup is just good against that. But I just played like crap. I got on tilt, the nerves got to me. This was my first top 8, and I didn't focus his Planeswalker like I should have. He had Garruk, it flipped, he threw swords onto the death touches, and my leads just slowly were lost every single game. So I got 2-0'd in the end, and I got 12 packs of Avacyn Restore. Didn't pull anything good at all. Kind of was disappointed at the end of the day. But looking back on it, I should be just happy that I was able to top 8 and do so well on a first Star City Games Invitational Qualifier. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. If you watched all of this, thanks a lot. And, yeah, see you guys next time.